Hello, everybody, and welcome back to IntyCenter for another whip around FODEUSS. And let's just jump right into it. We looked like we were heading towards a dramatic finish between Amazings and brand new ball players, as Amazings held a slim 3-2 lead heading into the eighth inning. But a grand slam from Frank Thomas capped a 6-run inning. They win that series opener 9-3. Now, we did get that drama in Reseda and in Phoenix. First in Reseda, where Albuquerque led 3-2 heading into the eighth. In the eighth inning, it's a double from Roy Campanella that scores Albert Bell tied at 3. That puts free fallers on second and third with nobody out, but Trevor Hoffman would come in, retire Jim Thome, Tim Salmon, and Ron Say, and we were off to the ninth, tied at 3. In the bottom of the ninth, 3 singles off Rob Nen would load the bases. Nen would strike out Bell for the first out, but Willie Stargell singles on an 0-2 pitch, walks it off, and that's a 4-3 win. And in Phoenix, back-to-back homers from Archie Vaughn and Edgar Martinez had Game of Throws up 2-0 in the top of the first. And with disgraceful human being Trevor Bauer cruising, they took that lead to the bottom of the sixth. But the Demon Bags would tie it up on a bases-loaded walk to Jimmy Fox and a Jocko Milligan sac fly. Then in the bottom of the eighth, it would be Jimmy Fox leading it off with a solo homer that knocks Bauer out of the game. Fernando Mania runs wild in the ninth. He gets a strikeout and a GIDP. Demon Bags win that one 3-2. Hey, Let's Play 2 had a pretty good day at the plate in their second game against the Gales. They scored 7 runs. Of course, they gave up 7 runs in the fifth inning, and the Gales take that one 11-7. And that's in sharp contrast to pretty much everything else in FODEUSS on the 23rd. We had 4 shutouts. We'll start with Josh Johnson blanking the Demon Bags on 6 hits. Harry Heilman, Levi Marley, they each got a homer, and Game of Throws wins 6-0. Then we go off to Queens, where it's Stone Temple, Seattle Pilots getting DeGrominated. Jacob DeGrom scatters 5 hits over 7 1/3 innings. Kenley Jansen finishes the job. A Dick Allen homer helps the Enhancers win 4-0. Then, in a pair of games where fans were likely nervous about their own game and scoreboard watching the other, first it's a J.R. Richard pitching 7 scoreless frames against his old team. David Price with a 6-out save. Sithy beats Atlanta Autumn 3-0. And then in the tightest win of the game of the day, a third inning Ty Cobb RBI single scores the only run of the game. Roger Clemens goes 8. Sid Fernandez gets the save. Steven Strasburg is your hard luck loser. Amazings beat the ball players 1-0. And extra inning drama on the 24th in a couple of places. We'll start in Queens. That's where a George Sizzler RBI single in the 8th ties us at 2 and sends us to extras. Top of the 10th, it's Sizzler again with an RBI single. That puts the Pilots up 3-2. But drama's not done because Honus Wagner actually walks this one off in the bottom of that inning. He hits a 3-run homer, and the Enhancers win it 5-3. Take us over to the nation's capital, and in D.C., a first inning RBI single from A-Rod put the home team up 1-0. We'd stay that way till the 7th inning when a sac fly from Babe Ruth ties the game at 1. We'd be at that 1-1 scoreline in the 10th when Joe Morgan would hit a 2-out solo homer to put Amazings up 2-1. Brad Lidge makes sure that Amazing B needs his high blood pressure medication, going walk, single, fly out to put runners on the corners with 1 out. Sid Fernandez comes on, retires the pair to get the win, 2-1 for the visitors. Finally, we'll go to Phoenix. A Jimmy Fox grand slam homer ties it at 6 that knocks out Grasshopper Jim Whitney and probably has Wang about to post the Shawn Michaels "I'm sorry" gif in honor of Grasshopper Jim. In the 10th, playoff version of Emmanuel Clase alert. He walks Ken Griffey Jr., gives up a double to Cleveland's own Big Ed Delahunty, and then gives up a walk-off single to Oyster Burns. Doesn't get a single out. Demon Bags win it 7-6. Folks, our lawyers over here at IntyCenter have advised us that the best way to avoid potential litigation from an unnamed member of the league is to make sure we mention a certain ball club on every episode going forward. So we'll just tell you that Burning Strangers of Bleach beat Every City Bandwagoners 7-1, and Cy Young had a pretty nice ball game in that one. Hey, another day and another good start for those Burning Strangers of Bleach. This time it's from John Clarkson. He gives up 1 run on just 1 hit. Tim Lincecum, 1 run on 4 hits. Clarkson goes 7 innings. Lincecum goes 8. This one takes 11 innings, and it's an actual dropped throw earlier in the inning, followed by a walk-off E6 for the winning unearned run. Burning Strangers of Bleach beat Reseda 2-1, and hopefully my lawyer can stop getting phone calls from that unnamed team in the league. Anyways, Stone Temple Seattle Pilots, they needed every bit of their big day from their franchise player, Willie Mays. Mays' final hit of his 4 on the day was a leadoff single in the 12th. His final run scored for 3 runs scored in the game came on a walk-off single from George Wright. Pilots beat Autumn 7-6 in 12 innings. Greg Maddux was in vintage form against the Demon Bags. He gave up 1 run on 1 hit in 8 innings, needs just 77 pitches to get through those 8 innings. Bruce Sutter gets the save, and Let's Play 2 wins 3-1. Hey, Burning Strangers of Bleach thought they were going to win it walk-off style in the 9th. That's because Dustin Pedroia singled, and they waved Buster Posey home. But he was nailed at the plate by Albert Bell like he was a trick-or-treater or a clubhouse thermostat. That actually ends the 9th with that play at the plate, sends us to extras. We're tied at 2, and it looks like Denny Lyons is going to win it. Hold on. What the hell am I even saying here? Sorry. Denny Lyons got a 2-out RBI double in the top of the 10th, and it looked like that was going to set up the free fallers for a win. But Carlos Delgado gets a leadoff pinch hit homer to tie it in the bottom of the 9th. Eddie Matthews gets a walk-off double 3 at-bats later. And amidst all the drama, the Burning Strangers of the Bleach, yes, we mentioned them again, Burning Strangers of the Bleach, they win that one 9-8. Hey, Bob Feller, I think, is trying to keep the faint playoff hopes for the defending champs alive all by himself. He gives up an RBI double to Ross Barnes in the 1st inning, and then Rapid Robert kept the Barons off the board from there. He goes 8 innings, gives up that 1 run on 5 hits. John Smoltz sets down Shaq in the 9th. Rapid Robert also struck out 5. Johnny Bench homered, and the Bandwagoners beat the Barons 6-1. And hey, could we manage one last dramatic win this week? Down to their final out and down 4-1 against Old Hoss. Doubles from Javi Lopez and Brooks Robinson made it 4-2. That chase his Radburn from the game. He does put his manager in a headlock and drag him back to the dugout after being replaced. That means the tying run is at the plate. Mariano Rivera facing Lou Whitaker, and he strikes him out. The Enhancers escape with the 4-2 win. And that is going to do it for IntyCenter this week. We will see you next time for hopefully a litigation-free whip around FODEUSS.